Well, good morning and welcome to BBRC Britain and English. Well, today I'd like to talk a little bit about the forthcoming Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Now, the event takes place on the 2nd to the 5th of June 2022. A momentous milestone in the Queen's life and in the country of Great Britain. Certainly, it's never been seen before. A momentous milestone, as we might say. The Queen celebrating 70 years on the throne. She first came on the throne after her father's sudden death when she was in Kenya in 1952, and she found out there from Prince Philip. She was actually not installed as Queen during the coronation until 1953. So the coronation actually took place in 1953. So it was nearly, 12 months later. So she's been on the throne 70 years. Certainly a lovely queen, very good at what she's done. We're seeing a lot of changes over the years. Now, as part of the celebrations, there will be some church openings, certainly street parties, although the street parties perhaps not as much as they were in the years gone by. Not quite as popular. Of course, there are many years ago, until probably the 80s, you had lined streets full of people from the community. Everyone brought a cake, and there was tea, coffee, cream teas, a bit of camaraderie, good conversation, and all the community came out. Nowadays, there are some parties in different places, certainly the villages, but perhaps not so much as in years gone by, sadly. Although, of course, there are people who really would like to bring that back, and certainly some people will work hard to make sure it's a great event for the community, especially in some of the towns and villages. Slightly different in the big cities, where you have certainly more multicultural events. Certainly, I know there was a big one last time with the Caribbean community in London. And certainly there are other things planned. Churches certainly doing different events to involve the community and the children as well. So that's all happening. If you are arranging a party, do have a laugh, do have fun. I know it takes a long time in this country. Certainly the roads have to be closed normally and everything. That's probably why some parties these days do tend to take place in parks and in the church, on the church lawns, etc. So it's perhaps off the road, but definitely I did go to one 10 years ago nearly now, up in the northeast. Jesmond Parish Church had one all round the street, and they invited all the community from the local Muslims as well, the various other cultures, and all the local people wanted to turn out from anywhere virtually, or even different parts of Newcastle turned up, and Chinese and everybody. And of course, they brought their own special suggestion for delicacies, so their own cultural meals and things, and we all brought and shared, and we all helped out. We all had a nice day of it. And then I think there was an open air outdoor service in the evening, so that was interesting. But our Queen definitely is a role model to follow. She's a lovely lady. She's done an awfully intense job over the years, and she's seen a lot of changes. So we do think about her and all the efforts she made. Of course, she lost her husband last year, Prince Philip, as you might have seen the video I created about that, and my tribute. And things are changing all the time, as you see from the media with some of the events. But we do think about the Queen at the time, and we hope that we will all come together as a nation, and perhaps the Commonwealth and others. And those of you from overseas, I know you're very interested in all this, and a lot of people want to know more about it and be part of it, and especially where the Queen has some influence. And no doubt it's a proud moment for yourselves as well. So certainly the countries and the dominions where the Queen is head of state, which is sadly diminishing, but hopefully those territories will last. And we do think about the Queen at this time, because she's got a lot to do. She's getting older, and but she's very good for her age, and we must never ever discount that, because she's an awful lot of work. Of course, she's had a couple of years with this COVID, and with all the ramifications of her husband not being well, and then of course the not being able to fulfill her public duty, which she takes very seriously, and also be a Christian as well, and the head of the Church of England. So we'll leave it there. I hope to do some more videos at some point. And possibly if there is a street party, I'll do a few photos and perhaps a few shots there as well. Well, if you are paying tribute to the Queen on this momentous occasion, do remember to get the associated and necessary obligations in place with the formalities with the council to make sure you keep them happy, especially if you're planning on closing the street or whatever, or if there's anything else you're doing in the community which might regard public property as being used. So no doubt they'll be very merciful at this time with the Queen and on this very momentous occasion, as I say. And do remember to invite all your neighbours round and remember the Queen, and hope she may have many more years to come. And have a lovely time. Top of the morning, good morning, even though it's overcast here. But hopefully it'll be lovely weather on the Jubilee. As I say, from the 2nd to the 5th of June officially, but there are a few other events at different times around that time. Thank you now, bye bye.